Guys, I'm really not enjoying this season. I hope I know I'm not the only one, but I feel like I'm one of the only people that's saying it. I'm finding this season so boring, guys. Oh my god. First of all, no one's getting eliminated, yeah. And I feel like once you have no one's getting eliminated, that is the first mistake. Obviously, we've had this in All Star 7. Well, it was the all winner season, but it was the all winner season. So I know for a fact for them to get, certain people to agree to be on, I completely understand people not wanting to go home first or go home early, and they've spent so much money or they've taken time out of their calendars to do. I completely understand, yeah. But let us save that for special seasons, in it, like an all winners season, or like a global all stars, which is basically UK versus or Canada versus the world or whatever. Which I'm gonna get to that in a second. Then it's for charity. So first of all, they're not going home until the last episode, and then all the money that is won is going to their charity. So times 2, these queens are not hungry for it, because they're gonna be there for all of the episodes. They're gonna at one point they're gonna win some money for their charity, and they're getting to be on the show for another season. And I understand it, but I know. I don't know if it is the group of queens they've got this season. Because I feel like a lot of them individually, I like them on their season, or I've liked them on a previous All-Star season, or they've brought drama. Even if you don't like them, they've brought something. But there's nothing like in the workroom when they're doing the challenges. I'm not excited. I'm not, the only thing I'm really looking forward to see who's the guest judge and what are the runway looks. But the entertainment aspect of it outside of the actual runway and the looks isn't there for me. And I feel like it's because of these two, well, partially reason of these two things. They're not getting money. They're not getting money from like winning on the show, and no one goes home. So I like the elimination. I feel like when people know that there's a chance they can go home, they either work harder, they do more. I don't know. It's even more nail biting to know who goes or who doesn't win a lip sync or who has to be sent home. When no one gets sent home, I'm sorry, a normal all-star season, no one should be staying unless this is all winner season. I said what I said. Dare I say it, is the golden era of Drag Race over? Because you know what? The normal, when I say the normal seasons, American seasons, I watched last season, that season was actually really good. But for the last 3 or 4 years, 2, 3, okay, maybe not 3 or 4, couple of years, like George's season with Angie, I didn't like that season either. So to have 2 people from that season so soon is, to me, nah. You know what? I think part of the reason as well is that we have Drag Race on like all the time. I don't think there's ever a time that there's more than like a month or 2 now of no Drag Race. If it's not the US version, it's All Stars. If it's not versus the world, it's an international version that I watch. I'll be honest, the only international version I really watch is the UK, because I understand English fluently, and the rest of them, they speak another language for a lot of it, and I'm not really good with subtitles. So there's always Drag Race on, and maybe we've reached the era of it's too much. So maybe this isn't even because of the charity thing or because of the no one's going home. It could just be like we're tired. What I think they should do is, instead of doing versus the world, I actually like UK versus the world and Canada versus the world as well, because you get to see queens from other countries that someone like me doesn't necessarily watch, because I don't always watch the international versions. So why not do a global all-star? So you do like they do like the normal American all-stars maybe 1 year, and then the next season will be, it won't be it could be versus the world, but make it like a proper international Drag Race where, that way you can have more of different countries in. Because I get, like, for example, what's her name, the Grand Dame in from France. I never watched the season, but watching her, watching UK versus the World last year, or this year rather. It was even this year. It was, see how, that's what I'm saying, it's too much. But it was good to get to see other queens from shows I haven't watched. I felt like I was watching a different show. I'm not watching the same people that I saw a couple of years ago do really well in or be on to all these tours. Okay, I'm seeing people I don't see. Same with Marina Summers. Same with Arancha. I think that was her name. You have people, even people like oh, what's my babe's name? Oh, I can't remember her name. But she used to judge the Thailand one. Her name has really escaped. It's just escaped my head. But you get to see, I don't know, it's like you get to see new talent. And I just feel like with this All Stars now, it's just so lackluster to me. Yeah. I will say though, I was really excited to see Chanel, because obviously we haven't seen Chanel compete since season 1. We saw her on Drag U, but obviously that Drag U was a long time ago now. Um, yeah, like some of these women I've just seen either too much, or I've seen very fairly recently, or I know that they're on tours and do the shows, or do, they're always there at like drag events. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I had to just do a video about Real Housewives, and how that's kind of like not in its glory stage anymore. God forbid that Drag Race is going down the same path. Okay, I understand now that is a part of pop culture. You've got all these different franchises. I am so happy about that. There's always something to watch, but the quality of the show needs to also still be in like in it needs to still be up there. And right now it's kind of and yeah, they need to do something. They need to do something.